This conference will
everyday's
now be
video.
recorded.
Okay, now it's getting recorded. Uh, yeah, basically, I will brief on what is VPC. Okay, what Mithun has taught you on VPC, can anyone just tell me? Hello, speak out,
Yes,
guys.
yes, sir. The thing is, every company cannot invest on infrastructure and the server machines to run their operations. So Amazon has come up with this concept wherein they will rent the available uh, server space for the customers on demand and so on. So this is the Amazon concept, and we can create a virtual private cloud for taking, I mean, by using Amazon OS, Amazon image system. So this is what Mithun sir has
Oh,
taught
okay.
us.
Yeah, you are almost close that you were absolutely right. Like in interview, they will ask you the questions like, please explain what is VPC and how it is useful for companies or what are its benefits. So you should basically answer in such a way that it should be directly into the point. As soon as they ask the questions, what is the use of virtual private cloud? Basically, there will be server rooms for launching a particular infrastructure. For example, Reliance Digital, DMart, these people uses a concept like they store all the data which is related to products like if you buy a shampoo, soap, and particular things. So for storing that data, you need a server. Instead of deploying each and every server in a hardware part, they rent a cloud feature called VPC, which is called Virtual Private Network, Virtual Private Cloud. They will deploy this database and things on a particular cloud. So basically, Virtual Private Cloud is a network that owns the data of your particular organization or a company. So if you, for example, if you buy a particular virtual private cloud, you can add a subnet which you wish. Like there are two types of IP. You might be knowing if you are from a networking background or something. IPv4, which is 32-bit, and IPv6, which is 128-bit. I think you guys are familiar with these things. So there are two types of IP in subnetting, which is public and private. Anyone has any idea on public and private IP address? Okay. Public, basically public IP address means it will be open source, like anyone can access. You might have seen HTTP, HTTPS. Public IP is basically HTTP, like it won't be so secure. Public IP can be accessed by anyone. It's commonly used, but private IP means for a particular domain. For example, if you are an employee of HCL, you'll be having your mail ID ending with .hcl.com or at harman.com, at wipro.com. So these are particular domains which has private IP addressing, so that only the members of particular uh, domain can log in into private IP address. Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You guys have this document?
No, sir. We don't have GV.
I'll just paste it in the chat. Where is the chat option? You guys please go through this thing. This is mainly like there is a concept called routing table. For example, if you assign a particular IP address in a routing table, automatically comes with a particular IP address which is assigned by subnetting. So you can customize the routing table based on your requirement. Like for example, see they have mentioned here the range of IP addresses where you want the traffic to go. CIDR means it's pipelining. For example, you want a particular addressing to be private. You can assign the IP address ranging in between these 172 to 12. You can assign the IP address. Uh, there are a lot of concepts in VPC like peering connections. What does peering connection basically means? Like if there are two servers and for example there is a big billion day or any big sales going live, so both the VPC will in virtual private cloud both the servers will automatically switch between themselves. Like if the traffic is very high on a particular server, people logins rate are very high, the traffic to the server is very high. At that time, the traffic will be automatically divided into two servers so that there will be no latency or there will be no lag in accessing a particular server for the customers, for having a customer friendly this thing, what we say, customer friendly UI, user interface. You guys have everyone has AWS account.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Jivit.
Yeah, please go through this concept by checking, clicking on my link. Please go through these topics. Like particularly, basically, you'll be having some credit points where you can deploy your own virtual private cloud and you can access it. Basically, AWS Management Console, you can manage the VPC clouds which you have created in your particular accounts. For example, uh, yeah, now Aniruddha has his own account and he can see whatever cloud VPC he has created in his account. Vinay can see his, and Nagraj can also see his own VPC. Basically, when interviewer asks what is VPC, you should be able to answer in such a way that you have deployed a VPC in your particular account and you have tried deploying the infrastructure, particular server. You have assigned a subnet, both public and private subnets you have tried, and just go through these topics like routing tables. You have detailed explanation on this. I have shared this link also. This one is related to EC2. Are you guys able to see my screen?
Yes, sir. We are following you.
Are you guys getting me?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, next topic is basically I'm going to tell on what is EC2. Uh, uh, EC2 is also similar to VPC. Like in this EC2, it's a elastic cloud computing. What is the cost you invest in hardware? It estimates that cost, and it also gives the percentage that you can cut off on the hardware cost, and which you deploy in a AWS cloud server in upfront. It gives the comparison between hardware infrastructure deployment and cloud infrastructure deployment. So you can deploy and develop applications faster. For example, you want to develop any app on a server by getting the infrastructure. If you go for EC2, it allows you to launch as many as virtual servers you need for configuring. And EC2 mainly targets storage, because nowadays data is a very major part. Whatever you do, the data gets saved in the backend. For example, if you search something, you might have seen next time when you open something in YouTube, you might get same recommendation, which is similar to cookies and cache data. In the same way, EC2 will store the data which you perform in the day-to-day activity. The application data will be stored in EC2, which helps in scaling up and down, and it will handle the changes. If there is high traffic, it will automatically scale up the traffic requirement, and the servers will be able to take up the load given by the people. Like a lot of people are logging at the same time, so that the traffic will be very high, and it will impact the business. In such cases, the server will take care of such things. EC2 comes into place. Like here, you can see the advantages of EC2. It will help in virtual computing environment, which is known as instances. And for example, if you has Mithun sir said about instances? Hello,
Uh, yes, sir.
instances ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದಾರ?
ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ sir.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yes,
please.
sir.
Uh-huh. Have you guys tried launching any instances on your particular accounts?
Yes, sir. Public instance, private instance,
Private instance, yeah, that's right.
bastions host. Yeah.
Uh, uh, Basically, instances comes under EC2 itself. The instances which you guys create, it will automatically get tied up with EC2. So I think you guys create a particular instance and save it. That's what is mentioned here. Like if you save a particular instance after creating, next time when you go and create a particular instance, if you had saved the previous instance, you can just click on the particular instance which you have saved previously, and it will automatically take the previous instance which you had created. For example, for emails and all, you will get a template which you can use regularly. Like each and every time, no need of going and typing the same thing. Once you type a particular thing and get it saved, you can use it for future reference also. So even here it works in the same way. Like if you create a particular instance, you can use it for future use also. There is no need of going selecting each and every options from the drop down each and every time, and launch the instance. Uh, so you'll be having various options like you can configure your CPU, like do you need octa core, like 16 core processor, 32-bit processor, or 128-bit processor. And memory also, you'll be having various options like 2 GB, 4, 16, 34, 32, 128. And storage, I think it starts from 128 GB to maximum 1 TB you can get, I guess, in a particular server if you have good credit points. And mainly in EC2 you can have secure login. For example, if you want to save your password information, you can save it normally, like sign in option you can use it. You can give your regular instance ID and password for login, or else each and every time you want to log in, if you want your instance to be more secure, you can use this option. For example, you can generate a particular key pairs, like how can I tell this? Have anyone tried Google Business G Suite account?
No, sir.
Hello.
No, sir.
Yeah, there is a option called G Suite, Google Suite account, which allows you to generate key pairs. Like if you want to log in, each and every time you have to generate a key pair, which gives you a 14-digit unique characters, numbers, and alphabet, which will contain 14 characters with unique characters, special characters, and alphabets. It also includes numericals. You have to use your sign-in credential with a secure login password for logging into this. You can also add the storage temporarily, like you can divide certain partitions. For example, in your personal PCs, you might have seen the divisions, like you have disk C, storage disk C, for storing program files and system software, and program disk D, A, B. These are partitions depending on the volumes available on your laptop. Like for example, you have 1 TB of storage available in your laptop. The hard drive will be divided into particular divisions. Like you can go and check in properties in your my PC. Each and every disk space will be categorized, like 500 GB for particular disk, and 1 GB for particular. In the similar way, how much ever disk you have, it will be divided based on the volume available. In the same kind, you can partition the volumes for each and every instance. Like for one instance which you have created, you can do 3 to 4 partitions based on the space available. If you have taken 128 GB, you can give 100 GB for one particular disk. You can give 28 GB, 20 GB for one particular disk, 8 GB for one particular disk. So please, you guys go through this document which I have shared. Here are the detailed explanation, like how this is basically sign up for AWS means the account which you already created and you guys are using. Create a key pair. It has detailed instructions, like I said you right. It will give you here. It might give for key pair. Yeah, even here it will give 14 digit, I guess. It will give a 14-digit unique key pair which you can use for logging into a particular instance. Please follow these steps for generating key pair and logging into instance. It's clearly given in the document. So have Mithun said about Elastic Block Store? Hello?
No, sir, not yet.
Like this is an important
Sir,
thing. Interviewer will ask what is EBS volumes. Like I explained you about storage, right? Now, before some time, you'll be getting a particular storage like 1 TB, 2 TB, which you can partition by yourself based on your requirement. In the same way, Amazon Elastic Block Store also works. Like this will be working in the background, which are automatically attached to the instance, and it will be there present in the volume. It will determine the life of the instance also. We can also create file system based on our requirement in these volumes, or we can use this as a storage device. For example, if you have 2 to 3 instances, you can attach each and every volume to whichever instance you require. So basically, go through this thing, uh, Amazon Data Lifecycle Manager. This is a very important thing which will be asked in EBS volume. EBS backend, Amazon machine images, AMIs. AMI topic will be taken by Mithun if it is not covered. AMI is a very important topic. It's like a image replica of a particular instance which you create. If you create a particular instance, there will be one more image of the same instance created in the backend, because if a particular instance fails or if it is not able to launch, if it gets crashed, you can just click on this AMI link, or AMI storage file will be available in your program files. So from there you can just select the image, and from uh, this Amazon machine image you can load a particular instance which you lost. Like for example, you have created an instance called uh, Aniruddha Cloud. So if that particular instance crashes, you'll be having one more copy of the same thing. By loading that image in the network drive, you can again launch the same instance, which work similar to the prior instance, primary instance which you were using in the past. Uh, Please look this tags. Like these are very important. I will just paste it in the chat. Have you guys anyone are similar with putty?
yes, sir. Mithun sir has shown how to work on that and create take control of instances or EC2 that we have created.
Sorry?
Sir, we will create the instances in the EC2, right? Through PuTTY, we will connect to that EC2, and we will take control of that mm, virtual
Yeah, yeah.
machines.
Yes, you are right. So basically, EC2 works on command line interface. You guys might be knowing, as Aniruddha said, it will work in a putty. There are a lot of consoles you can work. Like you can also work on Git. You can work on M remote. You can work on this thing, PuttyGen. There are a lot of consoles in which you can work CLI. CLI basically means command line interface, which refers to Linux. It It might be Linux, Unix, or basically related to such things. Uh, I think you might have seen a lot of commands when I navigated to EC2 hyperlinks. Yeah, uh, these are the basic shells like Linux shell, Windows command line, uh, Bash shell. This is the document for downloading Bash and using it for working. Basically, you will get a Git Bash thing. You can download a Bash software on your computers and work on command line. Windows command line, just you can go to Windows, search, and if you search for PowerShell, yeah, see Windows PowerShell. If you open it, it will just yeah, this is a, Windows PowerShell console. As this is my, this is not my personal laptop, I can't work on things over here and show you demo of this. Uh, you can try. There will be ready-made scripts. See, whatever script you want, you can just check. These are scripts. You can just search for a script. You can just copy this, paste in this PowerShell console, and just run. And how CLI works is Control C, Control V things won't work here. You have to just double click, or you have to just double click on a particular thing like this, what you want to copy, and just if you right click, it gets pasted. So remotely means anyone have idea on SSH, secure shell host? Hello. Okay. Basically, there will be telnet and SSH, which means remote control. Through SSH, if you connect to a particular thing, yeah, even PuTTY is a secure shell thing, secure shell host, which means you are not working on your particular computer. It will redirect you to a computer inside a computer, through which you can work on a particular console a command line interface. You can try various Linux commands and Linux administration tasks. Like, see, they have given how to check AWS version on your PC. You can just copy this command, paste in any of the above mentioned things. Like Linux shell means you can install Bash. There are a lot of shells. Bash, there is Corn shell. Yeah, see, these many kinds of softwares or types of softwares are available for you to work on a particular console. Uh, Actually, Bourne shell and corn shell. Lot of people use. That's the reason I think even here they have mentioned Bash. It's similar to Bourne shell. Bourne, Bash. These softwares you can install on your personal laptops, and you can try these commands, and you will see a interface which gives the details of your current version of Amazon which you are using. Have Mithun taught you about billing section?
Yes, sir. He has given a brief on that.
Yeah. IAM, please, are you guys saving these links? Please
Yes, sir.
respond, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please bookmark these links. It will be very helpful for you guys. It has a detailed overview, because when you guys go through something like after this session, you go practice whatever topics I have explained. You can just click on these links. It has each and every navigation through which you can log in or navigate. It makes your life easy. Like if you want to create any instance, you can just refer that document and create an instance. Yeah, let's move on. Anyone has idea on IAM? Anyone have worked?
Yes, sir.
Please respond, guys. I'm not Mithun. You can be
Sir,
free.
yeah. Sir, yes, sir. It is identity and access management, and wherein we can control the different level of access as per the user preference or user hierarchy in an organization. And he will only be given access to according to the scope of work, apart from the super user.
Okay. Have you guys heard about Active Directory?
No, sir.
Yeah.
No,
Uh,
no.
I, Active Directory is a feature in Windows. Like if you all are experienced or freshers.
Completely for sure.
Uh, yeah, Active Directory means, for example, if you join any particular organization. So, if you join a particular company, for example, if you joined Wipro, for example, what is it? Yeah, we can take Vinay as an example. If we take Vinay has joined Wipro, so he'll be getting his credentials like Vinay at wipro.com. So these things are controlled by IAM, like Identity Access Management. These people are wholly responsible for whatever the tasks which will happen. Like in AWS, IAM means if you join a particular server, you'll be getting credentials. For example, uh, Madhu, we can take Madhu. Madhu has joined a particular organization. She has to log into a particular server for which she or he won't be having access. So they can raise a request for access, which goes to IAM team. There will be a IAM admin who is a admin user, so he can add Madhu to a particular group. So his credentials will be created, and he will be added to Active Directory thing, where each and every data of a particular employee or a particular person will be stored. So if he can control the whole access, for if you want access to Outlook, if you want access to PowerPoint, for example, if you join a particular company and you get a laptop, so there will be certain sites blocked which you can't access. these things are controlled on a particular server. You can't access a lot of things. There will be restrictions to some websites, some servers you can't log in. So you have to contact identity access management admin, and from there he will provide uh, access to you. Anyone have tried MFA or know about MFA?
No, sir.
Have you guys, for example, if you go to Google, you go to settings and you check. There will be two-factor authentication. Uh, when you try to log in other devices, like you have think you have an iPhone and you have logged in your Gmail in the phone, and now you are trying to log in your Gmail same Gmail account in the laptop. So when you try doing so, if you have enabled multi-factor authentication, you will get a prompt on your phone stating that you have to select a particular number on say same number. For example, if you want to select 11, number 11 on your computer, so you have to click 11 on your computer and on your phone both. Only then you can access your Gmail account on your laptop, or else you'll get please click on yes. You'll get a option on your phone stating Windows device is trying to log in. Do you want to allow yes or no? If you click yes, you'll be getting access on your laptop. Why this feature is very important is because you have given, for example, Aniruddha has access for his uh, AWS account. So Aniruddha is on leave today. Instead of him, Madhu will be working on behalf of him. So he has given his account to Madhu. So when Madhu tries logging in, Aniruddha will get notification on his phone stating that Aniruddha, Madhu is trying to log in into your account. So he will be acknowledged that someone is trying to log in on behalf of him. So he will be knowing who and all are controlling his account, and this is a very secure way which a lot of companies develop. For example, if you have your credentials or if you want to log into your email, Outlook or any other email boxes, you'll be having multi-factor authentication. So when you enter your credentials, you'll get a notification on your phones or respective devices, which you have to accept. Only then it allows you to access any particular website or a particular mailbox. Have you guys signed in into IAM and tried? Hello.
Not yet, sir. I
Not
don't
yet,
know.
not yet.
Yeah, please try. You can create two accounts. Did Mithun sir tell this?
One is the root account, and another one is through IAM. We can create a user, and then we can access that based upon the roles provided.
Yeah. Uh, but both the URLs are same. Like you can log into AWS console, but you have to give your alias ID and password. You can see this interface. This is like a the, this remains the same. This sign in website remains the same. This particular picture which you are seeing, this will come for IAM user, and if you try signing as a root user, you will get alias ID. Like you should add instead of IAM user, there will be root user. Here you will see root user, and instead of IAM credential, you have to give instead of AWS credential, you have to give your root user credential and your normal AWS username and password for signing in. This link is for signing in CLI, command line interface. Even there you can just copy this link. If you are working in puttigen git or I said you right bash uh, command lines, you can just click copy this link and paste it in the console. After that it will ask for credentials. If you type for credentials, it won't display. You just type a correct credentials and click enter. It will take you, it will log in you into AWS server. Do you guys know to generate key pairs? Even this is a good example. For example, if you want to sign in as a root user, also you have an option to generate a key pair. Like it won't be a regular password. By going to a particular console, you have to generate a password and use that password for logging into root user. Root user is very important than IAM user, because root user will be like a admin who will be having each and every uh, access. Like if you want to access particular thing, he is the whole point, or he is the person who gives you access. I will share this thing also. This is also very important, IAM roles and things. Please go through this. Do you have any idea on temporary credentials which is there in IAM?
Yeah, when
Anyone?
they do auditing thing, no, that time they'll use the temporary credentials in IAM.
Yeah, I said you right.
Auditing purpose.
Instead, yeah, not only auditing, like, yeah, you are right. In auditing also, it will be useful. But for example, yeah, as I mentioned, if you are on a leave or if you are on some other work, on behalf of you, if some person is working, you can request for a temporary credentials, which is a good option. By using temporary credentials, your co-worker or colleague who can log in instead of you, and automatically after the work is done, or it will be having a particular time period, for example half day, 1 day, or a particular timestamp in which it will be valid. It will be valid for some time. After the things are done, like work is done, it will get expired, so that it is a very secure way. Even your friend or colleague, even they can't log in or do any changes on your account. uh, Yes, guys, that's all for today. I think you guys got my points, right?
Sir.
Yeah, basically, my task was I just wanted to brief the things and share you knowledge on navigations. Like, you guys shouldn't feel difficulty while navigating or doing practical things on your own, on your personal laptops or PCs. So it's very important. Please note down all the documents which I sent you. By navigating to these things, you can easily deploy a VPC, or you can create an instance. You can create multiple instance, and you being a IAM user, you can check. You can work with two or three guys. Can create a group among yourselves, and you guys just assign a particular role or give certain permissions and check whether it works or no. Okay.
Sure.
Yes, thank you guys, that's all for today.
Okay,
It
sir.
was
Thank you, sir.
nice having you on. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Good
you,
evening.
Jim. Thank you.
Bye.